Hello, everyone. So today we are doing a round one race for the mixed division of the SMO Any Percent Open. In the left corner, we have Anorak, someone who has a 58 in this game. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Just pretty sure this is for Super Mario 64, right?
Yeah.
All right. Not SMO any percent because I would have trouble with that.
Oh, my apologies.
Yeah,
I was
you're all
at,
good.
I, I was watching the previous race. You can tell. All right. So in the right corner for the SM64 70-star Open, we have ad129 with a 110 personal best. How are you doing on this fine day?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm chilling.
All right. With that, of our racers looking confident, in the mood to get this race going. So how about we see a fresh file select screen from both racers to verify that file A is nice and empty.
Yep.
Yep, AD looking good. Just gonna see if it's good on Anorak's side. Nice. But we got to get rid of that, unfortunately. Well, on that note, we do have a fresh file select for both racers, so the both of you are ready now?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna give the countdown. The race shall begin in 5.
Yeah, I just joined it. My bad.
All right. So, are the both of you ready? All right.
I did. I think it's. I hit join. Let me reload the page. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I hit join. Nothing's. The join
Yeah,
button
race
disappeared.
times
Nothing's
race
happening.
time today's been pretty buggy. So
All right. So we go with plan A, the manual countdown. To confirm, both of you are ready now.
Yep.
All right, we shall begin this race in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin.
All right, there it starts.
Both racers are off now. They're fairly close to the sub-hour area, so honestly, this should be an interesting race because up until top level, strengths and weaknesses vary amongst runners. So I am interested to see both of those for both of these respective runners this race.
Yeah, same. Definitely. I'm also excited to watch this race. It could be very interesting to see. Yeah, we have Anorak with the 58-55 PB, and Ad has the 110-37. Yeah, as you said, both close to, yeah, fairly close to sub hour. Um, and I'm a little bit nervous, as you can see. Yeah, I am excited to watch this.
Fortunately, Anorak not hitting lock to skip while AD gets it without a pinch. Either way, both going into BOB. Slight disadvantage on Anorak's end, but still plenty of race to go. Hey, interesting camera on AD's end. Ooh,
Seen this
okay.
camera. Okay, ooh, it failed.
That is tragic indeed.
Okay, it goes for the normal, I think that's the casual way to do the star. I haven't done it stars like this in a while.
Yeah, I think it loses 12 if you go for it directly, and 15 if you back it up from a failed bomb clip. So when you're starting out, it is not the biggest deal if you go for it. All right, Anorak going for Womps 9. So is ad129. Get those predictions going in chat. What slide times are you expecting from these runners? Let's see. Point 4 off on Anorak's end. Let's see how AD stacks up in the slide department. Getting a 14. Still decent. But either way, both runners starting in infamous Womps. Known to kill a lot of runs due to the tricks in it. But these guys still are starting off on their Mario journey, so we'll see if they go for some more basic strats or if they're bold enough to go for the advanced stuff. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay, I think both went for it's all texture setup, I think.
Well, AD went for Sock Folder and Anorak went for Owlus first. I think Anorak is going for half cycle now. Ooh, getting break checked by defense there, but it is the half cycle strat, so there should be a fair bit of leeway. Oh yeah, both are on 100 coin now. Oh, Anorak opting for normal cycle. Still does the job at this level, so no lose there. Unfortunately, AD taking a fall there, but knows the backup en route to getting that 100 coin star.
Anorak fell off the Twomp. That will lose a little bit of time. Not sure how much exactly. Oh. Yeah. My reaction.
Oh boy. The Thwomp is not messing around today.
Yeah.
Alright. Anorak getting the 100 coin star with a fair bit of spare coins. 3 just being left out. And then AD trailing a bit behind with 2 spares. Both getting 100 coin star within a decent amount of time. Anorak going for cannonless now. Both opting for the sock folder setup. Tried and true. Anything beyond that, there is that chance of failing, and it is a blow to the ego when you fail it, so sometimes the safest way is the best way.
Okay, both having 6 stars, which means that okay, well, oh yeah, both have a white blue left, and I think Twomp and the tower, if I'm correct. I'm not sure.
You are correct on that. Though I think maybe AD is gonna wake the owl. I don't think I saw Owlus out of AD just yet. Womp King getting his, like, secondly beat down as there are many Mario runners in the game. Poor Womp King always getting beat up. Tragic life to live for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, AD having a little flip and fall, but gets it the second try, but unfortunately missing the cycle to get up the tower ever so slightly faster. Anorak making that platform cycle though. And with that, Anorak is our first contender to exit. We do have Wing Cap, another slide, and Dark World.
AD is going for the ult currently.
Yep. Definitely not the worst thing to do when you're starting out with this game. It does only save about 4 to 6 seconds, depending on how good your Owlus is. You can go a while without adding it to your repertoire, honestly. All right, 13.2 slide on Anorak's end. Let's see what AD will get for their slide time. Peeking at that parabola a bit too early. Taking the flight a bit safe, but as long as you don't fall and have to try again, then it's all good, man.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a strat where you can like get the last, well, technically the red coins you get last usually. You can get them first, but I don't think anyone here goes for that. I'm not sure if Anorak did that.
Oh, you mean going counterclockwise?
That's fair.
Yeah, that is like a small optimization that I think even experts don't really go for. They're just going counterclockwise to collect the reds. But on that note, both are entering Dark World. This is the place where many runs can just die, so wishing the best of luck for both of these runners to make it through in one piece.
Yeah, the movement for Dark World is definitely it is pretty hard if you do it on a top level. That's one now for sure.
Oh, for sure, but even the simpler cycles are hard to make when you're starting out because you have to play the game on the game's terms rather than your terms. So cycles when you're first starting out can be very daunting. Even something like Talon and SSL can be difficult at first because you have to get the star on the Talon's time, not yours. And that can be daunting. All right, Anorak getting the throw. Some safer movement on AD's end, but it looks like both are making it through Dark World in one piece, which is definitely nice in a race setting.
Okay, AD on the throw. I don't think he will go for half spin in Bowser 1. Oh, and he got Bowser dance. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Bowser giving a little dance to AD for a gesture of good luck. Let's hope it pans out. Anorak going for Sky Jump now. Getting clipped by the fence there. but thankfully he gets the actual sky jump. This time the ground pound, but that is far from the worst thing that can happen, honestly. It is AD's turn for sky jump, maybe.
See the ground pounds when he wanted to long jump. That happens quite often in Mario 64. You just want to long jump and then you just ground pound a lot.
Yeah, fun fact. Okay, I think it went offline.
That's fine. Okay.
And in spite of technical difficulties, we are back. Both in CCM right now. High jump, going a bit rough for AD, but still making it down there. Gets the star. Meanwhile, Anorak doing Penguin Race and presumably 100 coin alongside it.
Yeah.
This
Oh yeah, you can talk. It was just.
Yep. So the scary thing about 100 coin in CCM, if you do it with Penguin Race, is that unless you get spare coins to work with, which is what looks like Anorak is doing, you can only lose 1 coin before it is game over, pretty much. Unfortunately, these last coins are really out of the way. But
Anorak backed it up after missing a few coins.
crisis averted. And I think AD is going for their attempt at 100 coin now. See how it goes. Going for the safety red. That is respectable. Meanwhile, Anorak busting out wall kicks. Going good so far. And we see that wall kicks do work. Good job on Anorak's part. Now let's see how 100 coin is going for AD.
Seems like. Oh yeah, right. He's going for the 2 coins outside. I think he's not doing the race. I was just not looking at the screen. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it does look like he's pairing it with slip and slide instead of the race, which is like a safer strat to do when you're starting out. No pressure of losing the race against the penguin.
Yeah, and it is also a strat. I mean, so when people usually do penguin race with 100 coins, that means that they also do, yeah, they have CCM 18 routes, so they usually do pillarless twice in SSL. I'm not sure if Anorak is going for that.
I doubt either of these runners are going for CCM 17, where you have to do plus twice. Even people in the advanced leagues of the tourneys are hesitant to pull outs.
Yeah.
Doing, yeah.
I meant to say CCM 17 is the route where you do pillarless twice, not CCM 18.
Yeah. So funny enough, Penguin Race and 100 is a strat you do as a beginner, and well, not Penguin Race, but Slide, but as a beginner and as an expert, but not an intermediate. Funny how that. So. All right. AD closing out CCM. Going to BBH next. I'm gonna miss all of you chatters while both of these racers are in CCM. I'll see you all when they get to SSL. People leave.
Oh, okay, Anorak is doing something that I have never seen before. He's doing a wall kick as soon as he enters the door. He's turning around and doing a wall kick on that door to get to the star. That is a movement that I have never seen before, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah. That is definitely quite innovative. Will definitely help out a lot of future beginners for sure. Gets that speed just high enough to make the gap between the two balconies. Kind of impressed with that one myself, honestly. Alright. AD is, I think, is closing out the Boo fight. Meanwhile, Anorak going for SSL. Oh, damn! Anorak going for Pillarless.
And failing it.
Yep. That is a common occurrence. It is one of the harder tricks in this game. And thankfully, you get 2 backups when you're running 70. Trying again, but throwing the bomb, sadly. I'm honestly impressed he's going for it. You can get so far into 70 without having to learn it.
Anorak with the cool backup here. Yeah, when you fail that bomb clip, or well, when you fail pillarless, you can jump kick up the pyramid and try to get the talent star, which is not easy because he can hit you and yeah, make you fall down completely. But he managed to do it.
But if you do pull that backup, you only lose a grand total of 3 seconds, so it's definitely worth going for. Well, unfortunately, Anorak is going to have to wake the pillars, but commendable effort on his part to go for pillarless in the first place. He has my kudos for that. Oh no. The shell looking a bit scuffed. No! Failing pillar full. You hate to see it.
Yeah, that shell can break pretty quick, to be honest.
Yeah, as someone who's high up there in 70, I really don't miss pillar full, honestly.
And he's going for pillarless again, and
Still a commendable effort on Anorak's part, but like, if he's persistent enough, this might give AD a chance for an upset. Oh, not working out. Has to go for pillar full again. Unfortunately, the shell broke for AD, but thankfully in a safe spot, so can still make it to the pyramid if they play their cards right.
alright, I think AD might even be ahead now. Yeah, it seems like he's ahead of Anorak, but I'm not sure.
I think we'll find out soon. It's looking pretty close. Yep, AD does have a slight lead now, but it is slight. Still got plenty of game left to go. Let's see how it pans out. Alright. Lethal Lava Land. You get all but the 100 coin star here. Eventful stage, and we're gonna see some route diversions between the players. Oh, that's interesting movement to I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I've also never seen that before. That is really interesting. Might also try that in 70 star. Maybe it saves time.
Yeah, it just goes to show that you don't need the fancy tricks to get those good times in 70. I'm
Yeah.
sure you get like to low 50s at least. Alright. Anorak going to fight the bullies. Bully's not bullying him in the slightest, looking good. But AD is getting bullied by the big bully. But thankfully knocks the bully out. Emerges victorious with the star awaiting them. Alright. Looks like Anorak's going into the volcano again. Going for the elevator star. Ooh.
Oh, and he died again.
That is a bit unfortunate, but will spawn directly in the volcano, so not the biggest time loss, thankfully. AD getting bullied pretty hard. Bully not even paying attention to AD. But eventually gets the job done. Slightly misjudges the star spawn, but that does not lose much, thankfully. Alright, AD still taking the lead. Slow and safe seems to be working out quite well so far. Maybe we'll get a PB. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just mentioning, I just thought he's gonna die here, but he only got one hit.
Yep, thankfully it wasn't too bad. Yep, Anorak telling us, the commentator and the chatters, that he is not having the best time right now, but plenty of opportunity to bounce back, I believe, for sure. Don't know if AD did a lava boost or not, but got the volcano star, and we have a sync. Well, not anymore, thanks to that bonk. Rest in peace, but it was fun while it lasted. Anorak is going to close off with Wing Cap, and I think AD will close off with Elevator, which does give Anorak the lead.
Yeah. AD's also going into Mario Cam here to play it as safe as possible, I think. That is pretty interesting.
Oh, damn. Do we have, like, an ex-HMC early 70 runner? Or maybe someone who's been doing 16? Who knows why he went for HMC there so soon, but with that, both are approaching DDD. Swimming is all about rhythm. Let's see if both these racers' rhythm holds up to the test.
Both going for the chest star. Yeah.
All right. So when you're starting out, like, it's hard to know the fact that, like, you could be touching the back of the chest, but as long as you're facing it, then it will open. Like, it is hard to realize this when you're first starting out, so both are going for the fronts intentionally. Decent chests out of both racers. Though AD almost getting clapped by the shark. Pretty Monka-esque right there. Oh, damn. Anorak getting a bit disoriented. And with that, we have a pseudo sync going on now. Let's see how their back subs hold up.
Did Anorak just box there underwater? I think he just pressed the B button on accident.
Yeah. And I think this is where you could tell that both of these runners are on N64 because they do go for the camera adjustments that reduce lag, which saves a lot of time on N64. MU runners have the nice bonus of not having to worry about that. You could definitely tell AD is on N64. You could just feel that lag. All right, Manta, a known trollish star, especially when you're starting out. Oh no, Anorak getting trolled by the Manta. What's he gonna do now? Come on, swim slow. That's the safest way you can approach this.
It got the star and got, I think, pretty decent manta rings.
Oh man, this Manta meltdown is painful to watch. But thankfully he gets it now. Alright. Fire Sea is coming up. This is another cycle-based stage where if you don't make the most optimal cycle, you lose about 20 seconds with the most optimal movement, and about 12 to 13 if you play it safe after the ramp platforms. Let's see what kind of cycles these runners get.
Yeah, I think someone told me once that you lose 8 seconds if you miss the first cycle. I'm not sure if that is true, but that sounds about alright, I think.
Yeah, it honestly varies because, like, it won't lose that much if you grab the 6th thread, but it can lose a lot more if you don't grab it in time, and significantly more if you don't go for early Ellie's in the first place. It really depends on what the players go for. Oh no! The bully with the total disrespect for Anorak, but thankfully pulls through. Oh no! Oh. Barely making it. That bully is really unhinged. Well, both are on the same cycle. They are now synced. With Anorak going for early Ellie's movement. Narrowly avoiding the death with that coin collection.
Would have been rough if he died there.
Yeah, Fire Sea is a long stage, so a death at the tail end of it hurts. Alright. Bowser 2. It's a simple throw, but if you mess it up, that is about 17 seconds lost. And the bomb hitbox in this one is fairly small, so it's more of a common occurrence than you think. Let's see how it goes. Good throw on Anorak's end.
And yeah, good throw on AD's end, and he seems to be happy about it.
Damn. That level of hype is just so encouraging for a tourney like this. It is all about having a good time after all, win or lose, and I'm glad at the very least AD is. I'm sure Anorak is too, obviously, but no webcam. Alright. We're going upstairs now. This is where the interesting stuff happens. We are going to be starting off upstairs with Wet Dry World, which has one of the most RNG heavy 100 coins, and it can trip either of these runners up if it decides to be particularly trollish.
Yeah, Wet Dry World is also a really RNG heavy stage in terms of 100 coins, because you have to open all those boxes with the coins, and the coins, well, can go in all directions. Especially this coin here, this coin box here, is pretty rough.
Yeah, there's very few coins that are RNG free. There's the 5 coins on the bridge near the end, and maybe the blue coins, but you can argue that's RNG based because you have to kill the Skeeter while collecting those for 3 extra coins, so it's definitely rough. Alright. Both are holding steady so far. Bit of an awkward angle on AD's end, but quick recovery, thankfully. Oh.
Oh, those 100 coins. This coin box especially.
That is a very painful spread to deal with. But Anorak is finally done with this RNG hell. And so will AD shortly.
Okay, both are done with 100 coins. Now we get to the fast stars here.
Yep. Anorak landing the triple jump wall kick to get to the ramp. Okay. Anorak opts to go for the wall kicks. Not working out at the end there, unfortunately, but tries again. Unfortunately, not working out. Just has to ride the elevator ride, wait patiently before moving on to the next. Let's see how it goes for AD.
Ooh, AD got the wall kicks.
Interesting. Damn. Like, even though he's got PB of like an hour 10, he's definitely got some nice strats up their sleeve. Holding out on us. I'm thinking we might see a PB on AD's end, but who knows? Wondering what their SOBs are. Ooh, Anorak taking a burn. That is rough to see. Closing the gap a bit in AD. Oh, AD entered the level at high water level. Something you only see in 120. How will he recover from this? That is the question. But thankfully, it's top of town, so at the very least, the second part of that movement was relatively decent. Anorak going for a little swim in THI. Looking a bit rough, but nothing catastrophic at least. Both are going for the intermediate movement for secrets. Ooh. Tiny Island is brutal. The physics for that are so unpredictable, and it will blindside you if you haven't practiced this star enough. The Goomba is really not liking AD right now. Meanwhile, oh, the plant that bites back, but still dying anyways. Anorak proceeds to kill them all for this next star. Alright, AD going for plants next. Let's see how the execution goes. Ooh, overshot a bit. But also getting a beat down from the plant like Anorak did. But thankfully gets it without any major struggle. Anorak going for the mountain clip. That is honestly impressive for a 58 PB.
Okay. I think Anorak is done with THI and is heading to TTM, talking to the little toad.
Alright. AD going for slightly safer movement on top of island. Struggling a bit, but makes it. Gonna get the star. And here's TTM. We have this trick called mountain clip that you have to do twice. Not working out for Anorak, unfortunately. Ooh. Falling. Ooh. Hate to see it. Further closing the gap in AD's favor. That is an interesting camera angle from Mountain Clip, I must say.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think I've ever seen it. AD starting comfy, going for... Or no, doesn't go for Mountain Clip at all. Just goes around the lawn way. But maybe this safer movement could work out. Who knows?
He going for the or he went for the Shy Guy jump to skip the lock platform. That is actually a good thing to do because you can easily fall down from the lock there, but I should consider doing that, to be honest.
Yep. Definitely a solid backup to Mountain Clip. It is a daunting thing to learn when you start learning this game. Like, a lot of beginner guides seem to suggest doing it. Even Anorak walking out with the decent reds at the very least. Okay. Going for safer movement for the waterfall star.
Anorak falling down again.
Overshot that log kick just a tad bit. Going for the shroom backup, which does work out. Right, all right. Oh, he goes for the Fly Guy strat to get the Shroom Star. But there's not even like a 1-star gap. Just Anorak being at the tail end of star 46 and AD being at the lead end. Alright, let's see how Reds go for AD. This is a scary star when you're starting out with this game. Lots of precise movement and a lot of chance of dying when you're the shrooms. Oh. A few rough patches, but looking alright so far. Anorak is heading to SL. Snowman's Head can be pretty difficult. I'm interested to see what strats they go for. Oh, rolling out a bit late, messing with the angle. What's the plan? Oh, the intermediate strat not working out too well for Anorak, unfortunately. Claws his way up there, gets the star.
AD also on the way to SL. Well, it's not that RNG based since this is 70 star, but in 120 star, it's definitely one of the most RNG based stages.
As a 120 runner myself, I cannot describe the pain that to go through when you do SL 100.
Oh yeah.
Oh damn. AD full of that positive high energy. It brings a smile to my face, especially since this world seems to be more on the excess of negativity these days. So Anorak went for SL Reds. So TTC 100 is faster at a top level, but it is an extremely precise 100 coin. And when you're just starting out, you can lose time to it. So what a lot of beginners do instead is that they will do a backup star and just do Stomp the Thwomp on its own. SL Reds being the most common backup star in comparison to TTC 100 route. Racers looking synced up for a moment. I'm not sure what stars they have to collect. Ice Bully for both, I think? Or no? Yeah. Ice Maze is also a thing. I keep forgetting this is SL53, not SL52. Alright, Anorak with the slight lead.
Oh, that is actually a pretty insane race, given that the PBs are 10 minutes apart from each other. This is pretty close.
Yeah. And AD did SL52. So I'm wondering if they go for Toxic Maze as the backup star, or if they have the gusto to do TTC 100 already. I'm excited to see which of the two it is. How about you?
Yeah, I'm also excited. I think he's going for TTC 100.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like, it's definitely interesting to see when runners go for TTC 100. Damn. Both are struggling pretty hard with MIPS, unfortunately. Hard sucker to catch when it goes wrong. But yeah, like it really depends how when people switch to TTC 100. Like some argue that you have to be fast enough at a certain threshold, while others will eat the time loss for the time being. If so, they could get practice with it in runs. It seems to be one of those decisions that vary depending on the owner.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely depending on. I mean, yeah, it's more or less depending on the runner, if they go for that or not. I think that AD's still in the lead. Yeah, he's still in the lead.
It's hard to say. Anorak left with SL53, AD with SL52, so there is a bit of a desync and we'll see when they converge again. All right, damn. AD gets the backup. Looking good. You know, it's fitting, you know. Christmas miracle. It is December after all, so hope all of you are in the holiday spirits right now. I personally enjoy winter break myself. All right. Ooh. AD with the disrespect to the scuttlebug. Trying to go for emergency exit. Yep, does go for emergency exit. Okay. Both have one more star to go. Remember that Anorak is SL53. I think they're both going for rolling rocks right now. Let's see how the RNG turns out.
It seems to be a good RNG for AD.
You love to see it. The boulders were nice to both of them. All right, Rainbow Ride. Let's see if any of these runners go for a Lakitu bounce. It is another one of those strats that people seem to pick up depending on how comfortable they are with it. I feel like Anorak might go for Laka bounce. He did have the gusto to go for pillarless back in SSL, so we shall see. All right. Looks like AD goes for the safety movement. Anorak taking a death, doubting himself for that triple jump wall kick, sadly.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I think Anorak wanted to do that triple jump, but then he noticed it won't work, I think, from that angle or something, and he just tried to I think he just tried to go back, but it didn't work anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately, he had to commit, and it was too late by that point. Yeah. Both don't go for Laka bounce. That's fine. It's an overrated strat anyways. I didn't touch it until I got a 51 in this category, so you could go a stupid long time without learning it. Alright. Let's see. Going for triangles. I think Anorak's going to have a slight advantage because he does go for the triple jump wall kick on the platform while AD takes some safer movement. But that is more risk on Anorak's end. But he does bust out a decent swinging in the breeze. looking pretty clean. Alright, we're gonna see a reds out of AD. And I think Anorak too. Ooh, the angle was slightly off on AD's end. But Anorak does take a fall, which is the more punishing mistake. Well, like, outside of those bumps in the road, that was some relatively clean movement. Kudos on to both runners for pulling it off. Both have one more star to go. And it looks like AD is going to go for TTC 100, so I'm interested on how they perform on that when the time comes. Oh, misjudged the angle and is going to take some time loss as a result. Hate to see it. So thankfully, he can have a nice laugh about it at least. You know, has that sense of humor, admits being thrown in the inferno. It's staying within that positive spirit that keeps you going. So I think we're going to see Stomp the Thwomp out of Anorak's part.
I think he's going for... Oh yeah, he's going for a Twomp Star. I thought he was going for the other one.
Yeah, the movement is similar up until that point, so it's hard to determine. But we do see AD going for TTC 100, so I am interested to see how... Or no. Oof, that is tragic. Relatively quick. Oh no, does it again. Gets up there at least. Anorak taking a death, unfortunately. Oh, damn. It's interesting to see, like, this safer version of TTC 100. Like, it does lose time than if you just did, like, SL Reds. It could prove valuable in the future where AD will be slightly more used to this star, only needing to make slight adjustments rather than learning the entire thing. So I think AD is in this for the long haul. Oh, that is a tragic fall.
Yeah.
No death, though, so plenty of opportunity for recovery at the very least. Alright, so I think Anorak might be going for timed bars. The spotlight kind of stayed away from him a bit. We were focused on this TTC 100 here. Having trouble with this triple jump wall kick. It is one of the more difficult movements because you need to nerf your movement a bit in order to optimize the wall kick position. Right, alright. And TTC 100 is finished. Now I'm gonna go for the rest of the stars.
TTC is still one of the scary stages in this game, especially in 70 star.
Oh, for sure. This is a very fitting closer for 70. It's a very technical stage with precise movement, and the tricks are not too scuffed, so while it is daunting and difficult and punishing, it's very rewarding when TTC works out in it.
Yeah, definitely.
I would definitely take it over Rainbow Ride any day, just because Lakitu balance is full. Alright. So I don't think either of these runners go for flippies, which is fine. It doesn't save as much time as you think it does. Like, a lot of that time save comes from an earlier stage entry. But it does count when you're trying to save mere seconds at the higher level. Anorak closing off Reds. Alright. Yeah, AD going for that safe movement to get most of these stars. Like I said, that triple jump wall kick you do is difficult because on its own, it's precise for the positioning, but when you have to start the triple jump, you either have to go neutral a bit or hang left a bit to maximize the wall kick position. Otherwise, you'll be too low to ledge grab the platform. It's probably one of the hardest movement-based strats to learn when you start out. And with that, Anorak is now in bits.
I think Ed still has to do 2 more stars. I think Rats and this star here, and then he's also done with TTC.
Yeah. I think AD goes for TTC early.
Yeah, he does the toad last, I think.
Oh, damn. Anorak going for moving left and succeeding. That is very respectable in my books, for sure. Oh, okay. A bit of 120 movement there. But with that, we're on to throws now. Got plenty of time to get 3 of them. And once Anorak does so, he takes the dub for this race. That is 1. That is 2.
And missed the last throw, unfortunately.
Thankfully, the gap on Anorak's end is still pretty wide. Second attempt for the 3rd throw. Anorak be taking the W for this race, but keep in mind that AD is still very much on PB pace, so we will be monitoring that closely. A big GG's to Anorak. Congrats on the win.
GG, Anorak.
And with that, let's hope that AD clutches the PB. I am excited for this. Let's see how it goes. Alright. Movement looking a bit rough, but nothing catastrophic just yet.
I think Anorak got a 100. I'm not sure what time he exactly got now.
Oh. Maybe his PB's not updated.
Oh, final time, so 101.20, yeah.
See? Yep. Barely missing the mark for sub-hour. Still a W in the race. That is something to celebrate for sure. Alright, long jump going good. Those Goombas trying to edge guard a bit, but nothing too scary. Alright, alright. Time for throws on AD's end. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Gets the grab. One.
Going right here.
Regrab not working out. Limp throw. You hate to see it, but very close.
I think he's going for safe spots here.
Oh, true. But has to get from a far distance now. Not quite making it. We are on the second attempt for throw 3. Oof. Bowser edge guarding. And a bit too far to the right. This one is just right. Throw number 3.
And GG for the new PB AD, or yeah.
Yeah. PBing by over 6 minutes. He may not have won the race, but he definitely got that PB. It is definitely a win, even if it's not a win by conventional racing standards. It is still a win. GG's to both runners for taking the W. Alright, with both of these racers finished, let's get them back in the booth to get their inputs on how the race went. So whenever they're ready, we shall give a closing interview.
Yo.
Okay.
So Anorak, how did you feel about the race? Congrats on getting the dub, by the way.
Thank you. That was pretty rough, though. This was like my first tournament or like even race, and especially a live one. I was kind of nervous. I forgot the route a couple times, honestly.
Yeah, I kind of saw when you went to HMC a bit early there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Question, like, have you ever done like HMC early in 70 star, or was that just 6?
I think I was just 16 star.
Yeah, I guess that would be the more common symptom for that. But once again, congrats on the win, and I commend you for your courage in going for some of the harder strats. Going for pillarless at 58 is definitely brave, that's for sure.
I thought it was consistent enough to go for it in a race, but it turns out I'm not.
Either way, if this is your first race, then congrats on your performance. That is solid for considering your PB. About like 2 minutes off. That is decent, so congrats to you. And now we have our other racer, AD. Unfortunately, you did not take the win, but congrats on the best you've ever played. Congrats on the PB. How did you feel about today's race?
So I felt really calm, surprisingly, but obviously like I still had like that anxiety like built up, but like I was able to keep it like pretty chill throughout the run, which is good.
And yeah, I also find it interesting that someone your level goes for TTC 100. You get a solid kudos for going for that right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's mostly because like I practice a lot of 120 star, so like I was like I can just transfer over TTC 100 since it's one of the levels I mostly practice. So
yeah, well, should I talk or
go for it?
Yeah, what I also find really interesting is even though the PBs were like 10 minutes apart, it was pretty close race until like Wet Dry World, and definitely GG to both of you. Really solid.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah, AD, you
I'm-
played really well. Congrats on the massive PB.
Thanks.
Yeah. And I'm looking forward to your 120 arc when that begins. Wishing you the best of luck for that, because it is a difficult category and a lot of people get messed up by it. So best
Yeah.
of luck once you
Thanks.
start that journey. All right. With both of those closing comments, that concludes today's race. I hope both of you enjoyed competing against each other, and I hope the chatters watching right now enjoyed the race. It was a fun time, and I am looking forward to see what comes next.
Definitely had a lot of fun with this race, so yeah.
Glad to hear it. And with that, I think this is the last race of today. So, yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. And good luck on your next race, Anorak.
Thank you. But I can do better than this one.
All right. Looking forward to that.
Thank you so much for playing my game.